Yo, TGIF, but more importantly, happy 4th of July, everybody. American holiday. Stone's drinking a stone, got their little American flags on there. I haven't done a video the night before in quite some time. I hope it goes well for us. I hope we can bounce back off the free picks yesterday, but VIP had a solid night. Slight loser on the books, but DFS came through. Now, this was the other hit parlay I had. Now, this came through. This was the earlier one, of course. Now, guys, check some of these DFS slips out. Now, you got to remember, we had quite a few losers too. But when you hit these 6x plays, literally, like if you say you set five total plays on DraftKings Pick Six, you made a small profit. We only set one. We hit it. So that was nice. Now, we lost a couple on Dabble. So that cut into that a little bit. But overall, between the two apps, we more than doubled our money. Now, I feel freaking robbed. And I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Do some of these guys, like you just saw the pitcher from Cleveland get pulled, got a gambling investigation going on. Sometimes I just can't help but feel that like the managers and the players, like they got to be doing this, man. Like there's just some things that really make you scratch your head. Now, you can see this void right here, and you can say, "Well, that's good. Well, you didn't get a hit." But I see that as it robbed me of $20. That literally that one hit would have been $20. Two Rings had a hit in like I think 9 out of 10 games. So this is the one I'm talking about, man. He gets 6.1. Okay, he comes in there, gives up a single, gets his one out, and then bounces on out. 101 pitches. He was at 90 to start the inning. Like I get it. This is a guy that definitely can pitch into the hundreds. Fucking Mariners. Now, I had him under 2.5 runs. You guys remember I gave you that play, but very frustrating to see this juiced play hit. Goes in, gets his one out. Just super frustrating. Now, the play I gave you guys on Prize Picks, we're going to focus on the good first. You guys know I'm limited to $5 over there because I beat them for too much money, okay? I think we had 4 total plays because there's some discounts. A lot of my my clients can get money down on this. I can't. So it's cool. I mean, we had 4 plays. I think that would be $20 in. So one of my clients sent me photos. They were letting him get a lot more than that down on these discount plays right here. So he had a nice night. I think he profited like $100. I'm like, literally, this is, I know eventually like these are going to start cashing for us and we're going to have like a massive day. You guys going to remember when we have one big day, we're like, imagine this went green. It puts us so freaking far ahead. We don't sit here and take like negative, or 1.5 plays. We do that on the hit parlays, and that's about it. Gave this play out for free on the winnable free plan, guys. That was probably the worst read I ever had was this Cubs Cleveland game. Unbelievable. It was 0-0 in the top of the 10th inning. Just unbelievable. They didn't even score a run in the normal game. It's just crazy. They had to get to extra innings to win the game. But these plays right here, eventually, with all the time research that I put into this shit, they're going to start cashing. It's only a matter of time. This was the one I gave you guys. Look, he had 3 in 2 innings and then pitched 3 more and didn't get 1 strikeout. Just frustrating. These 2 are both green. It's just, this is what's kind of been going on to start the month of July, where we're going 2 of 3 a lot. We're going 3 of 4 on better. And this was unfortunately the hit parlay I gave you guys. Now he got up last in the top of the 9th, struck out. Yet, if I would have known how much the public actually was on this guy, because I was talking about this literally the night before. Some of my buddy, I said, I think I'm going to go Riley Green, Bobby Witt on a hit parlay, and then as the day went on, I started seeing more and more people, even some of my friends that are creators. Everyone was on Riley Green. 0 for 4 with a freaking walk, 3 strikeouts against Jake Irvin and that bullpen. Guys have bad days, but it's frustrating to go once again 5 of 6 and then 3 of 4 on hits. Bobby Baseball got it done. So it is what it is, guys. Overall, if you were on the DFS, you had a solid night. We made some money over there. And then the books, it was a slight losing day, of course. So I got a hit parlay for you guys today. And then I also got a 6X banger over on Dabble that I feel really good about. We're going to start with the hit parlay. I feel pretty damn good about this. Now, still waiting on the line to come out for this guy on Hard Rock, but Colt Keith, I like this spot for him tomorrow on the road at Cleveland's. I'm hoping that it's a little more high scoring than what was Wrigley Field today, but you can see Colt, he's going to be batting leadoff, left-handed batter for Detroit. Now they lost yesterday, but he got it done at some point in the game. I think it was like middle innings, but you can see 6 games in a row, 8 out of his last 10, couple multi-hit games in there. You know all the drills, right? 5 plate appearances yesterday, and I got a really good feeling we're gonna have a chance to get that again. Colts has had at least 1 hit in 5 of his last 6 games on the road. You like to see that. Now he's going to be going up against Slade. Now I actually don't mind Slade, but I think this is a decent spot to back Colt Keith. 1 for 3 lifetime, so 333 batting average. Against righties, he's batting 277. That's better than what he does against lefties significantly. Everything comes up. You guys kind of know the drill, how I like to do my research and identify these. But more than anything, it's more about Slade giving up to left-handed batters a 291 batting average on the season, much more than what he's given up to right-handed batters. So the batting average, balls in play, the earned run average, everything comes up ever so slightly. So yeah, I think it's a good little spot here to back Colt on the road at Cleveland's. Like I said, he's had a hit in 6 straight games. So that's going to be the first leg of this. If I had to guess based on the odds, I'd probably say you're looking at negative 120-ish on this one. And then the second guy we're going to take, guy that's been really good to us in the last, couple, I don't know, 6-7 hit parlays we've done with him. I think he's delivered all but once. And that's Brandon Lau from Tampa Bay. Now he's going to be on the road up in Minnesota tomorrow. You can see he's had a hit, at least 1 hit in 9 out of his last 10 games. Okay. On the road, he's going to be batting second, third at the farthest back. Good chance we get that 5th plate appearance. You guys know how important that is for me. I really thought Riley Green was going to deliver for us with that 5th plate appearance in the top of the ninth today, and we're just going to be soaring high, but it just didn't happen. Now, Brandon Lau is going to be facing Paddock. Now, Paddock was pitching pretty good early in the season, but he's starting to regress. And Lau versus righties, he bats around 300. We've seen this. You guys have seen it. We've used him multiple times in the free hit parlays and the VIPs. I've explained all this. And then Paddock is starting to regress, like I said. Now, he does do a little better against lefties than he does righties, but it's not like significant. It's 250 to 240, okay? And Lau, he's going to see a lot of 4-seam fastballs. 48% of Paddock's pitches are 4-seam fastballs. Now, Lau does really well against this pitch. 437 weighted on base average, okay? He's going to get some changeups mixed in, does good against these two. Same thing, almost 4. And then he'll get a few of these other pitches, which these are the 2 we're mostly looking at, but you can see 2 out of the 3 hits pretty well. But mostly it's going to be the big thing is the 4-seam fastball. Now, if you come over here and you look at what Ballpark Pal's thinking, these are the hit probabilities of guys tomorrow. So they like all these dudes. Now you can see Lau. That's his, that's the other Lau, Josh. Then you got Jonathan, and then you got Yandy. Now they like all these guys more, but not too far down here is Brandon at a 71% hit rate. I showed you the pitch. That's basically what this is going to show too. I just like him on the road today. They basically like the 5th Tampa Bay Ray, but that's what my gut's telling me. And then you can see Colt Keith right here. Got an 8 out of 10 matchup against Sessione. 1 for 3, like I said, 74% chance to get a hit. I love these guys because they're on the road and they're batting first or second. So this is important. That's going to be the hit parlay. So I promised y'all some type of deal on 4th of July. And I'm going to limit this to, I'll do it. I probably need to put a limit on the first one, but I'm going to do it through Sunday. So you have the whole weekend. You have the whole holiday weekend, Sunday. And I'm going to give you guys a couple options, okay? So let's start with this one. I already discounted this, okay? Normally it's $19.99. Now, I've had weekends where guys are betting $25 a play, where we literally have made this in 1 weekend on NFL, just on like dabble slips, okay? It's not even counting the books. It's literally just on DFS. So if you type in promo code 1776 America, it's going to give you the deal of the freaking year. Now, I didn't put a limit on this like I did the last one, but I'll probably add it. I'll probably limit this to like 10, okay? Because I got to keep it kind of fair. I think I just got to keep it right around 10, guys. That's about as many new clients at this price that I want to take on. It's literally the deal of the year. But if you're going to say, hey, man, I want to kind of try it out first, I got another option for you. So look, you can see right off the bat, this is what I usually charge for a fucking month, guys. You're gonna get picks through the Super Bowl for cheap around this, literally the same price as that. Okay, deal of the freaking year, financing available. But you say, Keith, I just kind of want to test the waters first. I want to I want to date you before I marry you. This is a great option. Okay, so this is like I said, the month price usually is, and if you use the same promo code, boys and gals, it's going to take it down to that $55 month pass. Now, I did this promo like 2 months ago. Still got a lot of people on there. People come and go, but this usually just pays for itself. But the way you have to view it, this is a really good deal. And the beautiful thing is I set it up where you're going to be grandfathered in. So as long as you don't cancel your subscription, this is always going to be your price. Even when it recycles, it's always going to be 55. It's not going to ever charge you 297. This is a good way to just come in and test the waters. Like I said, if you want to date me and not marry me, but you can see this is going to be about 6 months. That's what, like, out the door. That's what this is going to be. So this is going to get you picks through the freaking Super Bowl. Okay. This is a great deal. Let's talk about the dabble play. And like I said, I'll probably put some type of limit on this one. The month pass, have at it. And let's talk about dabble. So if you're not on there yet, guys, awesome app. I just learned something new today about them. Their new little shield plays are fucking awesome. They're way better than any other, like, Price Picks, Underdog, Better, any of these sites. These shield plays, they're paying like really good with two other solid picks for, like, it's like 5.7, 5.4x. It's way better than these other apps. Dabble is going to be a bread and butter app for us during college football and NFL season. And for MLB right now, it might just start taking over. The one thing Dabble doesn't really do is, like, they do like a rocket boost thing or every once in a while, but I don't get that in my peer-to-peer league. What they do well is they have a ton of freaking lines, and their payouts are just simply the best in the marketplace. So you can get a $25 free, $25 for free. Don't even have to put a credit card deposit or nothing if you use promo code SBA. Link is down below. And yeah, you can try the app out. You're gonna love it. You're gonna deposit anyways. So yeah, let's get into the picks. So I got very mixed feelings about some of these guys. Okay, kind of tough slate, but I mentioned Slade. I like Colt to get a hit off him, but at the same time, you can see right here, Slade in his last 5 games, he's hit this 3 out of 5, including his last one against the Cardinals, team that doesn't strike out a ton. Okay, this is a righty. The game he missed was against the A's, surprisingly. Hit against the Giants, hit against Cincinnati, and then missed against the Yankees. But in his head-to-head start against them earlier this year, he was able to get 6. We only need 5. Now, this is at home. It's a very small sample size. Like I said, it's about a 50% hit rate on the season. He's going to usually pitch about 5 innings. I don't see him going too much deeper, but guys, I want to show you this. Detroit versus right-handed batting on the season, striking out the 26th most, 23% K rate. That's actually kind of high versus righties. Last 30 days, it's been chopped about in half. They're middle of the pack, but they're going to be traveling. I think this is a spot where, Cleveland used a decent amount of guys out of their bullpen yesterday in that game at Wrigley, the 0-0 into the 10th inning game. They might let this guy actually go a little deeper on his pitch counts. You can see he's a guy that usually gets into like the low 90s at the 80s. Okay. That's about where he's going to be, but I'm hoping that we're going to get at least 5 solid innings, and at that point we need basically like a strikeout per inning. So Slade is going to be the first pick on this 6X slip on Dabble. Number 2, we're going to take Charlie Morton facing his old freaking team, man. Do you guys like revenge? I'll tell you what, my favorite revenge movie ever, because it's like an intellectual revenge movie, was The Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. Let me know in the comments if you have, man, because I'm telling you what, it's like one of my favorite movies. So if you've seen that movie, Count of Monte Cristo, Edmond Dantes, you know what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know if you like it as much as I do, because it's literally like one of my top movies of all time. So Morton, been pretty good recently, okay? He's hit this in 4 or 5. He did not hit against Texas, which was surprising. 5 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings. Had a bad start here, but look at this. 2.1 innings pitch, he's still got 5 strikeouts. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? 6.2 against the White Sox. Okay, so enter freaking Atlanta. I mean, guys, they struck out 11 times today against Soriano and the Angels' terrible bullpen. 11 strikeouts. If we expect the starter to go halfway through the game, that's about right where this line should be. The Braves just are under freaking achievers. Against righties, 21st most strikeouts, 22% K rates. And then look, guys, last 30, this actually goes in our favor, striking out even freaking more. So I do like Morton against his old team more on the road. It's going to be at Truist Park. I do like him to eclipse this 4.5 strikeout line. And our last pick, now, guys, this is going to make you puke. Okay. It made me puke, but it's a data play. It's not my opinion. It's not my feelings. It's just something I identified in the data. And look, this is gross. Okay. He's gone over this in like a majority of his games. Let me just show you. Last 10. Okay. Just really gross, right? 20% hit rate to stay under 3.5 earned runs. This guy sucks. He probably shouldn't be pitching in the majors, but we're going to back him today. And let me show you why. So he got absolutely destroyed right here by the Giants and the Mets. Okay. Then he somehow pitched well against Washington, pitched well enough against Arizona. This was in Coors Field, by the way, too, I believe. And then, got blanked by Milwaukee as well, but gave up 5 runs in that one. But here's the thing, guys. Antonio is getting about as good of a matchup as a right-handed pitcher could get. Okay. 2025 rank. The White Sox dead freaking last batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, weighted runs created, batting average, balls in play. And guess what? In the last 30 days, it's still right there. I mean, all these numbers are practically the same. This team sucks against righties. This line does feel a little high. Plus, the White Sox are traveling. Okay, they're landing in Coors Field, hitting that elevation. You saw Houston get off to a real slow start in their first game. It happens all the time. It feels gross. I'm telling you guys, though, on paper, this play makes a ton of freaking sense. 4 runs is a lot to give up for a starter. Maybe not for this guy, but it just is. And maybe I'll regret this pick. You don't have to tell it if you don't want to. This is my dabble if you want to go get a nice, easy copy on there. But that's what I'm trying out today. I haven't made a video the night before in a while, guys. I kind of told myself like I like to wait because – when I go into it the morning of, I get to really process things. But I found some plays. I looked up some data on Outlier, and this is what we're rolling today. So we'll do a real quick recap. Take a screenshot of this. Follow me on Dabble for a nice, easy copy. And then the hit parlay, Colt Keith from Detroit, probably going to get 5 at bats, hopefully, on the road. Had a hit in 6 straight. And then pair that with our boy Brandon Lau. Okay. I love this play, guys. I'll see you on the VIP, guys. These right here, these are going to go really quick because once I send it back out to the winnable, these are going to go fast. I am going to add a limit to this. I'll probably put it at 10. I did 5 on the last one. I'm going to do 10. That's the most I can do. These will go quick. You can literally even pay later, buy it now. And yeah, guys, picks through the freaking Super Bowl. If you're one of the subs, you already know what we do during NFL and college football season. This is going to be the deal of the year. It's going to be the best thing. It's going to be better than even when I kick off the NFL season and college football season. This is going to be absolutely it. And like I said, if you're not ready to spend that kind of deal of the year, take a shot at the month pass at $55. Promo code as 1776, boys. Peace.